try to intrude. Portion the multitude, let me cook the accused. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Touching the culture.
Okay, now that you know a little bit more about the yard, let's go ahead and create your avatar. So we've set you up with a home and away starter uniform just to get you geared up. And here's how it works. As you complete objectives anywhere throughout the game, you'll basically earn rep and cred. And then you rank up to earn access to new vanity options to make your avatar look better. Spend that cred to further personalize that look on the field. And if you're playing on Madden NFL Mobile, you can actually link your account and share your progress between both games. So have fun out there in the yard and enjoy Madden NFL 21.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. 49 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Set the tone, defense. Go to 54. Go to 54. 24. Watch 24.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones caught right side. Tate. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
49-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
36-yard line. It's a big
On second down now.
Brings up
It's Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pick up there.
Cowboys. First and 10.
7-7, our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7
From the
to
13
7.
now, they work on first and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, Jones hit and the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The stop
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Prescott sacked. A fumble on the play.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense, does it?
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Elliott, toss right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess he's saying feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Prescott sacked.
Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Makes the score Cowboys 26, Giants 7.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Jones now on first down. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He hits his target. It's the tight end Toilolo. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Right there.
To throw again on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Seemed like Dak certainly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
I'm here all day. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Nowhere to go that time.
Saquon Barkley
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sean Lee on the
run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Saquon Barkley on the
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
New York.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. So far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. There's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
We'll try to make it more here on this drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down carry by Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
23-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Check 24, check 20, who go 46. Whip. Watch the whip.
On second and goal. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Now third and goal.
Here's Elliott, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the... And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a fourth and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, 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 all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup there. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak and
Filet,
3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the
4.
45 on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now he spun away for a moment, but only a moment, as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage maybe, and that's it. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35.
They go to Elliott again. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for Amari Cooper.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This one to Jarwin over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Elliott able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54, right there, right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Tight end right.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A 5-yard pickup.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Gets Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest.
The big fella. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
To kick off for Dallas.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now out come the Giants. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch 54, watch 54. Squeeze, double up.
From the gun, Jones. And his pass incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And now here come the Cowboys. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
I got it. 57.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Dancing to his left.
At the 33.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allowed
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school. He plays the game with a lot of toughness.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
No!
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Garoppolo on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
George Kittle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 7,
and they pick up the first. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Prescott now throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to give it to a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the 49ers.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Winnie! 54, right? 54. You better be afraid of me. You
From the 36, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Makes the score Niners 10, Cowboys nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
28-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Offense.
What you talking about, ref?
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on now. 54 is
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Breaks through the contact. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott.
Well, it's still time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Lining up.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The stop made by
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and playable.
Throwing is Garoppolo on. Third down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A loss of 5
Partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you. The defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
4th down.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
This is Mostert.
Check 4.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 23. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Prescott from the gun.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 10th carry now for Elliott. Spinning away. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Lining up.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 14-10, a little under 2.5 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete to number
Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
You can't do that.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's back to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing by 4. 36 seconds remaining. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 24.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
Tonight,
well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Prescott.
up second and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now Prescott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
40-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Blake Jarwin.
They'll try and run for it without it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Cowboys
had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And off the deflection, it's caught. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Now Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after 3.
Let's see what you got.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Come on.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7.
Here's Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This is Elliott.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Flushed out right. He may try a run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here, and what's an 8? There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling.